Welcome back to Wisconsin Family, and we've come to the moment in the show we've all been waiting for. We're going to be talking with Bill Rubin, part of Rubin's Furniture, and we are here at the Loft at Rubin's, which is a really cool place. And
Very
Bill,
cool.
Welcome to our program, and thanks for having us today.
Thank you for hosting us. This is fabulous.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So, talk to us a little bit about the history of Rubin's and what this loft is.
Yeah.
Where are we sitting? And tell us a little bit about that.
The history is basically my great-grandfather came over at the turn of the last century. We've basically been in the furniture business for over 100 years.
Outstanding.
I'm fourth generation. My father, Bob Rubin, still pretty much calls the shots. I basically help him
The day-to-day operations, the overflow, right?
create the environment.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, and you do a fabulous job
You
here.
sure
It's just
do.
such a cool place. It's just very well poised and everything. So
Thank you.
Well, we were complimenting you. We've been enjoying sitting here, but it's just decorated beautifully and gives you an idea of what it might look like in your home and gives you some design ideas, and that's partially where you come in. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. But let's talk about some of the specific product pieces and where you're kind of gearing the loft towards. So the loft, we're upstairs here in the downtown location, and the loft is a little bit different from some of the other collections at Rubin's. Talk about that.
The loft primarily is one of our newest areas in Rubin's. It's on the second floor of Rubin's. It was created primarily for people that wanted to have furniture right away.
Yeah.
The grouping that we're sitting on, we have stocked, and people can have it right away.
Yeah, and some people like to be able to, have the time to plan and go through that process and ordering specific pieces. But in this case, if that's not you and you want to be able to walk in and pick something out that you can take home,
that's me.
this is the loft. Got it.
The loft is my jams. I just got to
Okay.
tell you that right now.
There you go.
I don't think I would have the eye for designing or trying to put all that together. This is really, this is ready to go right now
I know.
as is, and I think it's great. And I would love to have this in my own.
I
living
know,
room.
I would too. I think I've been already picking out a couple of collections
Yeah.
as we've been here. But yeah, absolutely.
So now, where exactly? We're on the second floor. Is this the only place that has the loft? Do you have other stores that do that?
This is primarily the only the downtown location that has this particular configuration where people can come in and have things right away. We're in a period of time where instant gratification is extremely important, and people do not want to wait the traditional 8 to 12 weeks that furniture custom design takes.
Sure.
So you've got kind of two different ways that you can approach it depending on where you're going. But if you want that instant gratification, as you said, come downtown, shop at the loft. And just curious, how fast of a turnaround is it? So you mentioned there's, maybe 8 weeks or so if you're ordering. What about when you come to the loft?
When you come to the loft, almost everything you see up here is stocked. And it, like I said, is ready for you to either pick it up at our distribution center or have it delivered.
Wow, okay. So it is that quick. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so you could get it today if it was in
You
stock.
can get it today, yes.
Wow,
Awesome,
that's
awesome.
great. Well, I just may. So the day is young.
So talk to us about some of the new, we'll probably see some of them, but talk to us a little bit about some of the new products that are coming in here at the loft.
We have some very exciting new sofa love seats that are going to be coming over in very contemporary modern styles, and new leather products, new sofas, chairs, new colors. We're expecting primarily within the next couple weeks.
Fantastic. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk a little bit. I know, I kind of alluded to it in the beginning, but part of your role here is to create some of this environment. So tell us a little bit about that and what your sort of involvement here at Rubin's is. I know you're fourth generation, so your involvement is probably big and it's key. Let's talk about that.
Main involvement is trying to make this shopping experience fun. Putting furniture together in ways that people can visualize it in their homes, and just generally making it just a more pleasurable shopping experience.
Yeah.
It isn't,
That's
things
important.
lined up.
Yeah. Well, that's really important when you're shopping. I know for myself, when I go somewhere to whether it's making a small purchase or, sometimes in the case of furniture, larger purchases, that's a really important piece, because when you go somewhere and you feel like the store is crowded or it's not laid out well, it's really hard to visualize it in your own home. And it's hard to make decisions when things are, you know, lined up back to back. It's hard to sort of compare and contrast and see what you're really looking at. So that experience piece is really important to me as a consumer. So I think that's great.
And there's all kinds of great ideas that you can get here. You know, even if you don't set up the furniture exactly how it's staged here, I mean, you can at least come in and get ideas for like, oh, I'll take a little bit of that idea and a little bit of that idea versus having to go in and just kind of start from scratch.
Right, absolutely.
So, yeah. So you guys have some other locations. I mean, downtown Madison is not the only one. Talk to us about some of your other locations.
The other location in Madison would be Rubin's Our Lifestyle on Whitney Way Road. And that's going to primarily have a lot of the similar items that we have in our design areas in the store.
Okay, fantastic. And I want to make sure that we talk about this before we go too, because it's important to me. I think it's nice when a business, is particularly a family business that has been in the area for a long time and has a lot of history, is involved in the community. We're here in Madison. People are very involved here, and I think it's great. So talk to us a little bit about that. And you have some interaction with the Dane County Humane Society, is that correct?
We do. We all love our pets. We all love our dogs, particularly. We recently started putting in the Isthmus and in the Wisconsin State Journal the dog or the pet of the week that is available for adoption at the Dane County Humane Society.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wow. So that's in the Isthmus State Journal.
In the State Journal, yes.
That's a great way to get involved. What a nice thing.
And you've got, I mean, so many of your pillows just have these
I know, that's actually
really
true.
Cool portraits of these dogs here.
We named your pet Rubin earlier in the show, but yeah, I know you do kind of allude to some animal lovers, but you know what? There's a lot of animal lovers out there, and you know, a lot of them like to incorporate that into design too. So that's really neat.
Absolutely, and you know, I think that just some of the things you have here are just so darn cool, and there's unique items like this, and then there's some things that are, I mean, they're all classy, but there's also things that are just, if you're like a little bit more of like just the classy or contemporary look, there's those things here as well.
Yeah, and the use of color is really interesting too, as you kind of look around. You can only see this much, but there's a lot of great color and a lot of great artwork on the walls too. So this is part, you know, you can actually shop art and see how that would look with the different pieces and collections.
Yes.
Really neat.
Yeah, it's very cool. Well, Bill Rubin, thank you so much for joining us and having us here today.
It
was great. It
My
was
pleasure.
great to be here, and it's a great place, and I'm going to take a little browse around here after we're done
I know.
today, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get over here quick, because half the stuff may be gone.
Yeah, we might take it all. So thanks for watching Wisconsin Family today, and we will see you next time.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting.